Citizens and residents of Brunei Darussalam are barred from travelling overseas except those who have permission from the Prime Minister's office.
His Majesty the Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam has consented to a tea time for the closure of all mosques, surahs and religious halls since 4 weeks ago as he efforts in fighting against the COVID-19.
Dari serangan dan jangkitannya.
The attitude of respecting any government's measures for the well-being of all in the country need to be
not a lot of people knows that I'm infected with COVID-19 actually. Perhaps it's myself. I've been quite mentally stressed to be honest, because in my thinking, how do people treat me when they know that I'm infected with COVID-19. I'm really concerned because at the beginning, no one knows what is the capability of the COVID-19 disease. So there is, during my time when I was being released from the National Isolation Center, there is a news that this virus can reactivate, and there is some patient, in fact some being already released from National Isolation Center and returned back to National Isolation Center because they are tested positive again. So there is a concern, there is a, it really affect myself mentally, because yeah, I was afraid, of course. At the beginning, of course, I'm afraid to be closer to my family as well. So it's really tough for me at the beginning. It's really tough. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Mimi and I am the producer of Villa Laila. It was definitely a ride because when it comes to doing a theatre production every semester, that is our goal that we strive to do every semester, is that the things that you normally do ahead of schedule, you can't do it anymore. So for example, usually we would have welcoming tea, workshops, and then we create a whole schedule of rehearsals and then the theatre show itself. But within the COVID restrictions, we can't do that anymore. We don't have our rooms for rehearsing, we don't have any spaces to do our workshop. So a lot of restrictions come from that, and we weren't allowed to do it as well.
My name is Watika Khalidi and I'm the founder of Tresnet Collective. Just like any other businesses, I would say during the pandemic, my business was also affected, both positively and negatively, I would say. In terms of negative, I actually have to delay our collections, and we were actually planning to do a pop-up before the COVID time, but sadly we have to cancel. So that's one of the negative impacts, I would say. And we also have to adapt to these situations and do a lot of changes to our business and how we handle it.
Hi, my name is Nazirah and I am an A-level student from PTM. When it first started in Brunei, I was definitely scared about it, scared about the fact that it might infect me or like the people that are close to me. And for my academic performance, it didn't turn out as I expected it to be, but yeah.
Can you elaborate further on why it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to be?
Definitely, if this thing didn't happen, I feel like it could have been, my results could have been better, and because of this thing, I guess I didn't work that hard, and it's okay, but it's not the best.
with theater, making a theater, it's not just creating a show and creating a script to stage. It's mostly about paperwork as well. We need people to approve our approval, we need UBD's support, we need everyone to be all in. But with the paperwork we used to do, we couldn't do the same thing anymore. We had to add SOPs, we had to have safety precautions, we had to have COVID, how can we handle the COVID era to the seating arrangements and everything. And it is frustrating. And the thing with paperwork, you would think there's black and white to it. But no, there's always a lot of gray lines because even the UBD staff, the UBD committee and everything, they don't know what's going on as well. So there's a lot of uncertainty in terms of just making the show. And with that, with the frustrations from that, the frustration also comes from inside of us because we have 60 people under UBD PAC, and there's 60 people, we need to make sure they're always motivated. And it's frustrating because we feel bad for them, because there's always uncertainty of going to a goal, and then what if you don't achieve it? What if there's a lot of rejections from one proposal to another, and then we edit it, and then we do it again, make sure they're complying against the rules that we were set, and then we got rejected, and then the frustration comes from just trying not to disappoint everyone.
And I feel like the main key also in order to adapt to situations, especially the new normal, is to be willing to change your business. No matter if like the change is not something that you like or is not your first vision when you start the business, but in order to survive, you need to do that. The main lesson that I've learned is that we always have to think ahead.
For a show in December, and then it was 2 weeks before. So actual date, 2 weeks, and then we got called. We were like, oh, you have a chance to do your show now.
I actually did prefer the blended style of learning because it gave the students a break from physical school.
I would say that COVID gave us time for us to sit back and reflect on how we handle our business, how we do our graphic designs. It allowed us to learn more and enrich our knowledge and stuff.
It really showed that the creative community in Brunei is really supportive. Even if it's something last minute, they are always on their feet to support you, and it's crazy how strong we've become all this time.
It did give us a lot of time to spend on what we don't usually have time to do, which is like spending time with the family, and some people even can polish up on their skills. And since we have it under control, it's good to see Bruneians become united because we went through and sort of overcome and adapted to this situation.
Government of Brunei Darussalam have imposed a really good policies and regulations how to tackle the COVID-19 pandemics. So my advice for the public is just to follow what has been, what guidelines has been given by the government. So inshallah, everything will be go smoothly lah.
Allahu Akbar.